Life on Earth is a dynamic and intricate web. From the hot deserts to the cold polar regions, every organism is constantly facing the challenge of surviving in changing environments. But how do they manage to survive as the world around them shifts?
Hey everyone, I'm Jordan Spivey, joined with my dad,
Travis Spivey, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our awesome science videos. Also, scan the QR code in the top left corner of the screen to contact us and explore more of our awesome content and material.
In today's video, we will explore organisms' ability to survive within changing environmental conditions.
So let's do this. Our learning target for today is, I will be able to describe, explain, and predict an organism's ability to survive within changing environmental conditions.
All organisms have tolerance limits. The specific elemental conditions, such as temperature, water, or food availability, in which they can survive. These limits define the boundaries of an organism's existence. Let's take a plant, for example. Each species thrives within a narrow window of environmental conditions. For this plant, there's an optimal temperature range where it grows best. If the temperature rises or falls outside of this range, the plant experiences stress. And if it exceeds its tolerance limit, the plant can die. Quick checks for understanding. Number 1. What are tolerance limits? Number 2. Provide an example of tolerance limits. Pause the video and take 2 minutes to write your responses. You got this.
While some changes can be harmful, others can lead to remarkable adaptations. Over generations, organisms can develop new traits that help them survive in changing conditions. For example, some birds may evolve longer beaks to reach food that is deeper in flowers. This process of evolution allows species to better cope with shifting environments. But what happens when environmental changes occur too rapidly? Take the rising ocean temperatures causing coral bleaching. Coral reefs, home to thousands of species, are sensitive to even small shifts in temperature. When they can't adapt quickly enough, they die, and so do the species that rely on them. In cases of rapid environmental shifts, many species may migrate to more suitable environments. For example, birds migrate to find food or warmer climates. However, migration is not always an option, and for some species, if the environment changes too fast, they can't keep up and will eventually die. Quick checks for understanding. Number 1. How do some organisms survive in changing conditions? Provide an example of this. Number 2. What happens when environmental changes occur too rapidly? Provide an example of this. And number 3. How does migration help certain species survive? Pause the video and take 2 minutes to write your responses. Let's get it.
Some species display an incredible ability to adapt. Urban foxes, for example, have thrived in cities. These clever creatures have adapted their diet, becoming scavengers of human food. Their behaviors have changed, and they've learned to avoid human interaction while making the most of an abundant food supply. Whether it's migrating, evolving new traits, or altering behaviors, organisms are constantly adjusting to their environment. But sometimes, even these adaptations aren't enough when change happens too quickly or unpredictably. As human activity accelerates climate change and disrupts ecosystems, understanding how organisms survive within these changing limits is more crucial than ever. By studying these 3 survival strategies, we can help protect the balance of life on Earth and ensure a substantial future for generations to come. Quick checks for understanding. Number 1. How have urban foxes adapted to survive within their changing environment? Number 2. What are 3 things organisms do to survive within changing environments? Number 3. What is the relationship between human activity and the survivability of organisms? How would you solve this problem? Pause the video and take 5 minutes to write your responses. Let's go, geniuses!
And that's our video for today. Now let's test your knowledge to see how proficient you are with describing, explaining, and predicting an organism's ability to survive within changing environmental conditions by taking our video quiz.
Use your electronic device to scan the QR code at the top right of the screen, or you can click the link in the description box below the video to take the quiz.
Remember, 80% or higher for proficiency. Record the results on your proficiency sheet And if you don't get it the first time, you better keep going because it's not over until you win.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that bell icon, and also scan the QR code to contact us and explore more of our awesome content and material. Peace, and have a positive, productive day.
Is that Bucky? It's the Winter Soldier. That guy is so cool.